bright sunny day on the island of Sodor. Gordon arrived at the works to find the inspector waiting for him. "Ah, Gordon, you are right on time." "I always am, sir." "Well, I want you to have some work done and a new coat of paint, especially a new buffer." "Oh, thank you, sir." "The King and Queen are arriving in Howard in 2 days, and I want you to take them from Natford to the mainland." "Yes, sir. Thank you, sir." And off he went. Soon the works were busy checking, repairing, and preparing him for painting when Gordon heard a whistle. It was Percy. "Hello, Gordon. I've come to collect some coaches. Be careful, they don't like being bounced about." Percy said nothing and went to get the coaches. They were all shining with a new coat of paint. He was very careful not to bump them. He backed them into the siding and off he went. The next morning, all the engines were gathered at Tidmouth Sheds as the Fat Controller began to speak. "The King and Queen are arriving here tomorrow morning. There's a lot to do, so please do your best to be right on time today." Once he had gone, all the engines started talking excitedly about the visit. Soon they were very busy. Daisy, the diesel rail car, was dropping and picking up passengers on the branch line. Toby was working on Duck's branch line. Oliver and Duck organised coaches at Tidmouth Station. Meanwhile, Spencer flew along the line, bringing the railway board from the mainland. Even Bill and Ben were behaving and pulling passengers. Edward arrived at the station. He was talking to Terence and Trevor to the docks. They were going to miss the royal visit, as there were going to be special attractions on the island of Guernsey for their Liberation Day parade. On the way they saw Thomas, who wished them luck. As they sailed by, he saw the Fat Controller looking at his watch and hurried away. At the docks, Edward saw Mavis and Cranky. "Here you go, Cranky. I believe these two are for you." Mavis greeted them before coupling up to her trucks. "And on time too, I am impressed." Mavis pushed the trucks away, and then Edward left, wishing his friends good luck. The next day, everything was ready, and soon the engines started to arrive. First Thomas, then James, Henry, and finally all the engines, along with their drivers and firemen, were gathered at the station. The crowd cried out as Harold came into view. Gordon was soon ready and was coupled to a train. "Hurry, hurry, hurry! Trickety-trot, trickety-trot!" Harold carefully landed and everyone cheered. The Fat Controller greeted them warmly. The engines gave them 3 cheers. Gordon slided into the station, where everyone told him how smart he was. Soon Edward arrived as Gordon's pilot engine. The King and Queen walked around all the engines and spoke briefly to each one. Once they were finished and on board Gordon's coaches, the whistle blew off, and off Edward went, followed by Gordon as he picked up speed. The engines watched until he was out of sight. No ancients had ever felt prouder than those on the Fat Controller's railways.